Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with another Ralph Wiggum update. Remember guys, I talked about this in length, so now I think I could talk about this in shorter videos, man. I record the videos, I yap so much, and then I realize I'm talking for like 15 to 25 minutes. I'm like, I talked that long? It didn't feel like it at the time. I don't have a timer to check, right? I gotta get a new monitor so I could have like another screen to see everything, right? So I could see like, okay, now's a good time to cut the video, right? But Ralph right here, man. If you paid attention to the channel, like I said, this reminds me of AI16Z, Goatsius Maximus, and Pippin, right? I talked about it on the channel at 2.6, 2.7 mil market cap, just under 3 mil, and now it's at 7.5. So nice 2x gain here, which is fantastic. Getting a 2x gain on Solana, man, that is a blessing in itself, because trading Solana for me personally is so difficult. Majority of retail investors is not touching Solana because all they do is get burnt. You're trading against the best of the best. You're trading against the LeBrons, the Kobe's, the Steph Curry's, the Michael Jordans when you trade on Solana. You're trading against the best of the best, right? You're trading against the Tifus, the Ninjas, the Shrouds. Who's a good Fortnite player? Give me some good Fortnite. That's who you're trading against. You're not trading against the regular person on Solana. So even a 2x gain on Solana is a lot, in my opinion. But I still think Ralph has a lot more upside ahead. So this is why I'm going to be doing consistent updates on it. Because this is the first time you see an AI protocol that is developed, right? This is the first time you see an AI protocol that is actually developed, that, you know, people outside of the crypto bubble is using. Like, a lot of people are integrating Ralph into their Claude coding, and like I stated in length previous videos, it literally 100x's, 10 to 100x's your coding structure when you're using Claude, right? It literally codes for you while you sleep, right? So a lot of people are using it in the Web2 space, right? You could, like I said, just Google, just type it on Google, Ralph AI, Ralph Wiggum AI. Just type it on X or YouTube, Ralph Wiggum AI, Ralph AI. Boom, you're gonna see videos. Look at this video. This video is just climbing and climbing because more and more people are getting aware of Ralph AI, the actual AI protocol, right? And when I first saw this video, it's at 20,000 views. Now it's at 73,000 views. This video was at 50 to 60K. Now it's at 88K. This video was at 1,000 views. Now it's at 24K. Right, this video like grew from 1,000 to 24,000 views in like a day, and more, as you can see, more and more people. 23 hours ago, right? Eric Tech, Claude codes, Ralph Wiggum plugin changes everything. So the people that code AI and develop are using the actual Ralph AI code, right? And again, the founder that made the code. This is one of the first times I see, you know, like I said, with Chill Guy, with Shark Cat, with Peanut, right? A lot of these founders or creators of the art piece or the owners of these animals, they did not embrace the coin. Jeffrey Huntley, one of the first times I see it in the space, Jeffrey Huntley, he made the code, someone made a coin, routed the fees through him through the Bags app. That is the utility of the Bags app platform and the coin. He embraced the coin. Look at it in his bio right here. This is bullish, right? This is the first time I see someone from Web2 embrace crypto and embrace the coin that is tied to whatever the creation that they made, right? So you could take a look at the community. Ralph to 100 mil. I think this is 100 mil to $1 billion coin. Like I said, I've never seen this, you know, in ever. I've never seen the dev who's actually great at coding. Look at him coding right here with Ralph. This is Ralph this is what we're seeing right now with Ralph. Ralph is helping right now. Insane. What if AGI was just a for loop, right? Just insane stuff. This is just crazy. So like I said, AI16Z, GOAT, this is way better than GOAT, man. This is way better than GOAT. Oh my gosh, someone just FOMO'd. This is way better than GOAT. And GOAT went to 1.2 billion, right? AI16Z, gotta give Shaw his props. That is great coding, great project. That went to 2.5 billion. But if we're Pippin, this is way better than Pippin. Y'all know Pippin has no utility. Nobody's using Pippin. How did it get to 650 mil market cap? Nobody using this thing, man. Nobody using it. This thing went from, oh my gosh, crypto is crazy, man. This thing went from less than 20 mil market cap to 650 mil market cap. Nobody using it. And it potentially might go to a billion market cap. Are they tweeting on X? I bet you they ain't even tweeting on X. Account suspended. Account suspended, y'all. Bumbleclot. I'm Caribbean, so I can say that. Anybody can say that. Bumbleclot, dog. Account suspended. What? And it got to 650 mil market cap. Make it make sense. You know what coin is gonna do that for me? Ralph Wiggum. That's what's gonna do that for me, man. That's what's gonna make a move like Pippin and Goatsius Maximus for me. I'm gonna hold, okay? You know, obviously, guys, if you got in at under 3 mil, de-risk, take your initials, so you just ride the moon bag risk free. Ride that moon bag risk free. At the time, I said, you know, just invest $300, just get 100,000 coins, right? You don't have to get 1% of the supply, 0.1% of the supply, because I see the upside here, right? Obviously, I'm speaking from the perspective of someone that, you know, is just starting out or trying to, you know, doesn't have much to invest. And that's how I, you know, kind of like structure my videos, because I don't want you guys tossing in 5 to 20k into coins and then they flop. If you're tossing $300 into a coin and it flops, you can't be too mad at me. At least I don't think so. So that's why I said just get 100,000 coins and, you know, obviously take some profits on the way up. Take your initials if you want to de-risk, and then ride the moon back to Valhalla, man. Take those profits on the way up, man. Again, if Goatsius Maximus went to 1.2 billion, I think Ralph could do the same thing, man. This is way better than Goat, man. It's way better than Goat. Way better than Goat, man. Way better than Pippin. Pippin ain't even tweeting on X, man. They don't got it. Their X account is suspended. Oh my gosh. So see, Goat went to 1.2 billion market cap from less than $1 million in market cap. So I see Ralph, you know, really taking off, man. Really being a massive winner here, as like I said, the top leader of the Bags app, right? The Bags launchpad. Remember, Bonk has its own launchpad as well, and the Bonk launchpad had Useless that went to 400 mil market cap, right? So even if isn't Ralph Wiggum better than Useless? Let's be real. No FUD to Useless, you know. Shout out to the Bonk guy. Nothing but respect. But have we ever seen a better setup in the space? This is one of the best setups in the space in a long time. It is much better than Useless as far as a coin goes, in my opinion, right? I could be wrong. Let me know. But yeah, Useless went to 420 mil market cap, man. This is why I have. Oh my gosh, somebody's FOMOing in. It was just at 9 million. Don't FOMO, guys. If you're gonna get some exposure, just buy a little bit, because it could dip, right? Buy a little bit and DCA if it dips, right? Don't FOMO. Don't FOMO as in, like, say you got $500, you just buy $100 now so you don't miss the rocket ship, and if it dips, toss in another $200, right? So, but yeah, Ralph in a way better spot than what's it called, Useless and Goat, in my opinion. And it hits the AI narrative as well too, right? So again, I think this is gonna be massive, man. I think the Bags app, and this is gonna be the Bags app's biggest winner for now. Obviously, they're a new launch pad, so they're gonna get more winners in the future. But this is gonna be like one of their first big winners. So, like I said, man, I think this is a gem, a massive gem. So, as always, none of this financial advice, guys. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. See, Jeffrey just almost earned $100,000. That's crazy. And I told you guys, the reason why Ralph had made such a big wave, one of the reasons, right? Obviously, again, not discrediting Jeffrey's intelligence, because he's a very, very, very smart guy. Way smarter than me. I didn't know nothing about coding, bro. Nothing. But because he got, you know, the earnings through the Bags app, he was able to kickstart that, you know, development into Ralph, and get, you know, devices to help him build out Ralph even faster, right? And now it's taking the AI space by storm. By storm, I'm telling you. Like, everybody in AI more than likely using it with Claude, right? So he already made $100,000 in earnings. That's crazy from Bags app. So the higher this goes, the more earning he makes, the more he develops Ralph, the bigger Ralph becomes, you know? So as always, guys, none of this financial advice. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I know I yap a lot. I'm sorry. I'm a yapper. I'm sorry. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, and I'll catch you in the next one.